angels, it's Lookin' Bratz aka Dom. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. On this channel, I love to discuss dolls. I also love to discuss Bratz, of course. If you couldn't tell, I am a huge Bratz fan. Bratz is my number one. As I always, with a Z, say, we're gonna get right into it. So earlier in 2023, I want to say it was back in January of 2023, Bratz posted a poll on their Instagram stories and asked fans if they would like to see a Bratz Babyz reboot. And it kind of shook some people, but it was kind of like, would this actually happen? Bratz, they tend to put out a lot of polls. Some of those polls, I don't know, nothing comes to fruition. Some things do come to fruition. It's kind of like, you know, I take things sometimes with a grain of salt from Bratz until it actually happens. And then at some point this year, listings in the Target inventory system confirmed that there would be Bratz Babyz dolls coming out at some point. We didn't know when. And then finally, the links for Amazon went up, I want to say in like November, December of 2023. And then the stock pictures, ooh, if you were there. If you were following me on any socials, and if you're not, you need to follow me if you want all of the latest Bratz tea and Bratz news. So I posted tons of pictures of the Always Bratz dolls, and then later that night, the stock pictures of the Bratz Babyz reproduction dolls came out, broke the Bratz internet, and then soon after, the stock pictures of the Always Bratz came out. So it sent the doll community, the Bratz community, into a frenzy. People were freaking out. People were excited. Some people were, people had opinions, as people have opinions. But we are finally here. Even though the stock pictures were released in December, these were slated for a January 2024 release date, just about 20 years after the original Bratz Babyz came out. The original Bratz Babyz came out, I want to say, in the fall of 2004. They were definitely 2004, but I do want to say they might have come out in the fall. But we are here 20 years later with a set of reproductions that look eerily similar to the original dolls. So, of course, we have Yasmin, Chloe, Sasha, and Jade. These are reproductions of the original Core 4 girls from 2004, and right off the bat, they look almost exactly the same as the ones from 20 years ago. There are a few updates here and there, and of course, there's a lot more languages added so that it's more accessible to wherever they end up in the world, because sometimes some of the Bratz are harder to find in some parts of the world more than others. I did a recent Instagram post because I'm trying to figure out what stores are selling Bratz internationally so that I can put together a list, and stay tuned for that. That'll be on lookinbratz.com sometime in the near future. But for now, we're going to review these Bratz Babyz. We got to talk about these because this is something, honestly, in my lifetime, did not expect. I ended up in an alternate universe somewhere where Bratz Babyz made a comeback 20 years later, although it's been technically 15 years since the last Bratz Babyz came out because they ended in 2008, but we're here and they look amazing. They look exactly the same. Okay, I've never had any of the Core 4 original Babyz, so I don't have anything to compare them to, but they're basically the same thing. The only thing missing from each of these is the bags that came with the original dolls, but that's like the only thing that's really missing from these that is important. And even then, I think I'm okay like missing the bag if it means keeping the price down. And I will say the prices for these are $12.99 US. So for 13 bucks, this is amazing. I'm sorry, this is amazing for 13 bucks. So we're gonna open all of these up, and they're so tempting to leave in the box because I love the Bratz Babyz displays. I love a good Bratz Babyz. Like, I never expected to see these, and you know what, I'm not fully shocked because I feel like Bratz Babyz are like very popular amongst fans, and a lot of people who remember Bratz most likely remember the fact that there were Bratz Babyz, and It's just so cool that Bratz is coming back almost in full swing, and they're coming out with, you know, things that, like, you know, spin-off lines. So technically, right now at the moment, we have two spin-offs on the market. We have Mini Bratz and we have Bratz Babyz. And honestly, just as a Bratz fan, like, it makes me emotional seeing Bratz just, you know, going the full mile again. And I do think that they can push it further. I think there's so much more that Bratz can do. But I will play the patient game. I will be patient with them. It seems like there will be more baby stuff happening this year. So far, there's no other full-size like babies like this that are confirmed to come out. There's absolutely no confirmation of Bratz Big Babyz, although people seem to believe that they will come back. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in time. The only thing that is confirmed at the moment are Bratz Mini Babyz, so they will be like the mini Bratz. And for reference, this is what a mini Bratz looks like. So we're gonna get mini Bratz Babyz, kind of like this. I don't know what any of it looks like, to be honest, but if anyone knows like what a mini Bratz is, it's like a mini Bratz. Not like Bratz Itsy Bitsy, which was like another spin-off line where the babies were like smaller and they had the bobbleheads. That, I don't think that's what it's going to be, although it would be cool possibly if they did that again, but I feel like it's just going to be scaled down babies in the form like similar to the mini Bratz. But let me stop talking. I'm talking a lot. You know how I am. I like to talk. I'm a talker. But this is just so cool to me. I really want to get into unboxing these. They are tempting to leave in the package because the presentation is just super cute. I do have some babies on display in my room. They're up a little bit, and I have one that's completely unreleased, but we'll talk about that possibly later. But for now, I think we need to open these. And I'm like really shook. I'm really shook. So we're gonna start with Miss Yasmin. So just looking at the packaging, of course, we have Yasmin. What I really love that they kept is their pets. I always loved the mini Bratz Babyz pets, and they're felt. They're like flocked. So that is super cute. They also have the blankets. I loved the blankets growing up. I had a few Bratz Babyz, like the ones with the plastic hair. I had the Bratz Babyz twins, Nona and Tess, which I somewhat recently reacquired. They were pretty cheap, and I have them in the box because I can't bring myself to take them out, to be honest. Although I can't lie, it's a little bit tempting to take them out. But I had those growing up, and I really loved them. I had a few of the hard-headed ones, but by the time I got into Bratz, the hair flare ones had come out, so those were kind of like taking over, and the plastic-haired ones weren't as prevalent on the market. And if you are interested in seeing a full archive of Bratz Babyz dolls, definitely check out lookinbratz.com. In the database section on the Bratz Babyz pages, you can see all of the Bratz Babyz dolls that have come out over the years on there. And, you know, Lookin' Bratz, it's got a lot. It's got a lot on it. So that's all I'm going to say. But, yes, we have Yasmin, we have her pet, we have the blanket in the back. And then on the back, we have her artwork, and we also have Pretty Princess's artwork. So her icon, her pet, they call them icons here. Her pet is Pretty Princess, who is a frog. I've always thought it was a frog, even from, like, the original Bratz icon, like the character icons they used to have, just because it was like, you know, a frog, you kiss a frog because you're a princess type thing. So that's how I've always seen it, but I don't know. Some people like never understood that it was a frog, but I always felt like it kind of was. Maybe that wasn't the intention, I don't know, but I think it was. But on the back, it says in this very funky font, I love the fonts they use, before they were Bratz Babyz. Step back in time with the Bratz and see how it all began as they express themselves with baby Bratitude style. And it says, hi, my name is Yasmin. So I love that so much. And I think it's time we open it. They do have the chain, which is like for like a diaper, and that's the handle. I always love the packaging on these. And there is a booklet, so I'll cut off the booklet so that we can just take a closer look at it. I already looked at it just to see, like, is it updated from like the original ones? And the original ones I think looked very similar to this, except as they, you know, had more releases, I think they added more dolls. But basically, It, of course, it says Bratz Babyz on it. And then on the inside, it's kind of like a little product catalog, and it just has all of the different characters on it. And it says collect them all. So yeah, pretty standard. I love how it says the funky first years on the front. I think that's what the original also said. So just a lot of callbacks to the original Bratz Babyz. A lot of the branding is updated though with the updated MGA logo. It does say 2023 on them, even though these are technically a 2024 release. But because it's, you know, January, that means like a lot of the stuff is either going to come out the end of 2023 or it's going to come out the very start of 2024, and these are manufactured in 2023. So let me stop talking, let me start cutting this open. When you're opening this, you're going to want to cut the tape all around the box so that you can open the flap up like this, so you can get the doll on its cardboard packing. There's nothing really inside the box. I'm probably going to cut the back off because I usually like to save those. On the inside, it seems like there's nothing on the inside. Sometimes they would put like catalogs or stuff down here, or like some sort of instructions, the surveys. You know, if you were an OG Bratz fan, you kind of know what I mean. But this seems pretty easy to unbox. Just be careful. I'm going to open it with these scissors and see if I can get in there. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Let me try it. Oh my God. It smells like a Bratz Babyz. Oh, I love it. Okay, so you're gonna see the thing with Bratz Babyz. I love seeing a Bratz Babyz like fresh out of the box. Like her paint looks so neat and so fresh. So yeah, this is Yasmin without her pigtails. And oh, she has the painted, oh, she has painted nails. She has the painted nails. Are you kidding me? She has the painted nails. So the original Bratz Babyz did have painted nails, so I'm very happy they kept it. So the pigtails come off. Some people were asking this because the original Bratz Babyz with plastic hair had the pigtails that pop off like that. These ones do, so they kept with tradition. They didn't make them one whole plastic figurine. I didn't think they would, but you just never know sometimes with these, you know, updated reproductions. The face is on point. I don't quite know what method they used for the face application, but I'm gonna say just based off of like the shine on her face, I want to say they used the Tampo sticker method, which I'm personally okay with because the Bratz Babyz kind of already have flat faces and they look basically the same as the original, so I have no complaints there. She does have earrings. They are removable if anyone really cared about that. It might be a little bit hard to get out though because these heads are hard. Her outfit looks essentially the same. She has her frog on the front and it says princess. Her undies also match. And then she has her baby bottle. I love how they always include the baby bottles with the Bratz Babyz. And the chain, I will say the chain is different from the original. So the original chains were kind of like dog tag necklaces, and it was like you had to like snap the clasp in. It's not like an actual clasp, but it was like a clasp that you had to snap in so that it would stay secured to the body. I kind of prefer what they did here because they did an actual chain with a metal clasp. So that's pretty impressive because it's a $13 doll. So getting like real chains on things, that's a little expensive, but they did it here. And I'm pretty impressed with that because you can just take it on and off very easily compared to the originals where I felt like it was always a little bit tight around the doll's body. And I was always trying to be like doing that. And it was really difficult for me. But there we go. I love that update, to be honest. And I always love how they like carried the bottle around them like that. It's just so cool. But here's Yasmin. She looks really good. She looks exactly the same 20 years later. So that on its own is impressive to me. Now let's get her accessories out. So here is her blanket. It feels kind of the same as the originals. I like the faux fur trim though. Like it feels a little bit like softer than I remember, but I could be wrong. I don't fully remember, but it's just a basic pink faux fur trim blankie. And of course we have Pretty Princess looking exactly the same. So something interesting about the Pretty Princess Frog that I remember as a kid. So I would always go to this store that was kind of like, it had all the Japanese goods and all of that. They would have a bunch of Sanrio stuff. They'd have like anime stuff. And I have a lot of memories there from when I was a kid. So I would always see Karopi. Oh, the head can come off if anybody was curious. But anyways, I remember seeing the Karopi. I saw Karopi, the character, the Sanrio character, as a kid, and I always thought that Pretty Princess and Karopi were like the same thing, so I was always confused. But I did notice growing up that Pretty Princess was not featured in like some of the bigger Bratz Pets lines. So Bratz Pets had a reboot in 2006. And so they refocused it to focus on the Babyz pets. And they were kind of like bigger versions of the Babyz pets. And I noticed that the Pretty Princess Frog wasn't featured in any of it. When they did like the plushies and stuff, there was never a Pretty Princess plushie. They never did the frog literally anywhere except for like Itsy Bitsy Bratz, I want to say. So I think it might have had to do with the fact that maybe the likeness looked a little bit too close to Karopi. But I don't know. What's funny now, though, is that MGA does licensing collabs with Sanrio for LOL Surprise. So I'm hoping one day we get a Hello Kitty or a Sanrio collab with Bratz. I think that would be super duper cool. And I think long overdue because I feel like there's a lot of things that Bratz could do with a Sanrio license. So I'm holding out hope for that one day because LOL Surprise just did the Hello Kitty collab. So let's see. But yeah, this is Pretty Princess, Yasmin, and of course, her blankie. Ooh. And I'm so excited to open the rest. But I don't know if you've seen Tofu Rat. She does this video where she's like, we need to make more of these. And then there's the other video where it's like, if you use the Bratz Babyz as a weapon. These are not the big babies, but I think honestly with like the head, like you could do some damage with this. So I don't know, something to consider. But moving on, we are going to open up Babyz Chloe. So essentially all the same details as Yasmin's package. Just of course, some color scheme updates to match Chloe's vibe. I also have to point out, I really love the text up here. I love it when they print the text on the box. And I love the fonts. I love all the fonts they use. So let's open up Chloe. Okay, I just completely ripped Chloe's box apart on accident. I didn't mean to do that. Anyways, I think I'm just getting impatient. I have to be patient and calm. Saving one of the handles because I love saving Bratz box pieces because I'm a crazy Bratz fan. We have Chloe on her cardboard backing here. Let's get her out. Okay, we have Chloe out of the box. And here she is. She looks so cute. Like literally, like the slogan of it was always like, so cute. So Chloe just looks so cute. She looks like the original. I will say, I did see some Chloes that looked a little bit different from the originals. This one looks pretty close to her original doll. Some of them had like different looking eyes, but I think generally they're all gonna look the same. Bratz Babyz, also someone mentioned this, the head articulation, they move just a little bit. This is kind of standard Babyz articulation, so I'm not like concerned about that. Her shirt has her piggy on it and it says Angel. And of course we have Angel the flying pig here. And I always found it funny that this was like a pig that had wings. And it always made me like question like the Bratz Babyz, like the movies and stuff, like were they supposed to be like based in realism to an extent, or like I don't know. I always wondered because I never understood how like the pig had wings on it, but you know, it's Bratz. They can do it. And it makes sense because, you know, Chloe's nickname is Angel, but I never like really imagined that she would have a pig as a pet. But I don't know, it was me 20 years ago, so I can't question much now. She looks really cute, and she comes with a pink blanket with a blue faux fur trim. Pretty standard looking blanket here. Now, the next character we're gonna see, I have questions about because I was confused by her listing, but without, you know, getting ahead of myself. This is Chloe. She looks really, really good. Again, it's just, she looks so fresh. Like, I love seeing like how fresh the babies look, and they honestly, like, thinking about it, I don't know how to like describe it, but they just aged well in a sense. Like the designs, I feel like were pretty like, I don't know, like they're not really dated designs. They're just, you know, cute babies wearing cute clothes, and I don't know, I love to see it. Like I just think they're just really cute. And I'm just so excited. I'm like really just so excited to see these. And it's honestly jarring to me like that these are reproductions. Like that just feels so odd to me. Like it doesn't feel real. Like they feel like the original dolls. That is just so funny, like how things happen, like, you know. Ugh. Anyways, that was Chloe. We are going to move on to Sasha. Now, I do have some questions for Miss Bunny Boo here because her listing had her blanket, and I want to say it was like orange and blue. I'll put a picture around here somewhere, but in the box photos, it's blue and white. I don't know what the tea is on that. Maybe it was like a last minute change. Maybe they didn't even notice it. But regardless, I feel like the blanket isn't like the priority of what you're getting because most people are looking to get the doll and or the pet. So the doll itself, again, just looks very, very on point, very, like it just looks like the original doll. And then what I love, and if you didn't notice, is that her artwork is updated. So they updated her skin tone, thankfully, because the original Bratz, during their original run, and even like up until like the mid 2010s, they were really bad with whitewashing Sasha's artwork and also Yasmin's artwork, which I feel like Yasmin's artwork doesn't often get updated, but it's more so Sasha who gets updated because the skin tone difference between her artwork and her doll would always just be super jarring. And, you know, I think there's still issues with the whitewashing of the artwork these days, not with the dolls, but with a lot of the license collabs. So, I don't know. I really hope they really get it together, because it is like, it's very like, why is it not matching up? But it does match up pretty well here. It could be a little bit better, but regardless, we gotta open her up because I'm so excited. I feel like Sasha's the one that goes for the most money, unfortunately, because resellers are they are something. They're something when it comes to Sasha. Ha 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 ha. Okay. That makes a lot of sense, and that was what I was thinking. That's why, okay, I don't know if you noticed me before, I was going like this to one of the blankets from before because I was like, this is sewn on both sides, isn't it? So I was like, what if her blanket is reversible? Sasha's blanket is reversible. That makes so much more sense. And I was like, I don't think they would show like two different blankets, you know. Sometimes they, like, you know, stuff like that happens, it might slip through, but like why would they have two different blankets on hand to take pictures of? So that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That is all cleared up. So we have Sasha out of the box, and she's adorable. I love Sasha's screening the most, I have to say, and I love that they added like the painted teeth in the middle. Of course, her shirt says Bunny Boo, and it has her Bunny Boo icon on it. I love her color scheme a lot. I love her pigtails. She's just such an adorable doll, and I love, love, love Sasha with this eye color. So Icon Sasha back here has a very similar eye color, and ironically is very themed to her icon Bunny Boo. And I love, love that like grayish blue shade on Sasha. Like it's always so cute on her. So I'm loving Sasha. Sasha's so cute. But the fact that like she has like, I don't know, her makeup palette is just so cute. And I know like some people will say like, isn't it weird that the babies are wearing makeup? But I don't feel like Bratz Babyz, and I'm like, are Bratz Babyz based in realism? And like, no, clearly not, because Bratz are like not really based in, like they're based in realism to an extent. Like they wear real fashions that like people would wear, or like maybe a baby would wear, I don't know. But they're very exaggerated. And I feel like Bratz Babyz kind of like plays on that Bratz have very exaggerated features. They wear a lot of makeup. Not, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I think that makeup is pretty modest on some Bratz. I think in the later years, like when we get to the mid 2000s, they go a little bit more out there, a little bit more dramatic with the makeup. But I don't know, like some people might find it weird that the babies are wearing makeup, but it's kind of part of the Bratz appeal is that it's all supposed to be very exaggerated. It's not necessarily normal, but it's like, I don't know, I see them as little like pieces of art in a sense. Like I think they're just adorable. I don't want to be like having to like defend Bratz Babyz because like they've been around for so long, but I can see the argument of like, maybe it is inappropriate for a baby to wear makeup, but at the same time, why are you sort of projecting that onto a baby doll? Is my question. Like, why does it have to be inappropriate? Why can't it just be like a fun thing? Like, not for like a real baby, but just for like the Bratz Babyz because they're brats. I don't know. Anyway, Sasha is very cute. I do love her lip shade. I think that's what I was trying to get at, is that I love the lip shade. That shade of red really compliments Sasha, and I feel like we don't get to see Sasha in a lot of, not like all the time, but I think Sasha like could sometimes use a bit more of like flattering makeup tones. So I love like this color combo for her, and I hope we get to see color combos like this on some of the more regular Sasha dolls. Moving on, we have her Bunny Boo felt icon, and I actually have one up here as well. So this one came with the little angels. This one's actually a little bit bigger, so I don't know if they're supposed to be like the same thing. I think the originals might have been this scale, but it's like the same concept, obviously. It's just so fun to like see them all these years later, like brought back. I always love the character icons. Like, they're just so fun and cute. And of course, we have her blanket, which has a faux fur white trim. So I was wrong before. I thought it was like a blue trim, but it was a white trim. And the blanket itself is orange on one side and then blue on the other. It's kind of like, is it orange or blue? Like the dress thing? Not the dress. No, the dress is white and gold, orange, blue. I don't know, but you get what I mean. No, black and blue. You get what I mean. Anyways, that is Sasha. And now we're going to move on to our last baby. And it is Jade. Okay, last but not least, we have Jade out of the box. Another color scheme I really love because I do feel like it's a callback to her 2001 doll with like the pinks and like some like reds or like the deeper pink shades that she would have in her original doll. And then on her shirt, it says Cool Cat and it has her Cool Cat icon on it. Now, Jade screening is also one I really, really love. Like the face up, it just looks really good on her. And I will say, I did see some Jades that had kind of like the teeth were kind of, they weren't in the teeth hole. So like if you're looking for that in stores, just be kind of like weary of that. Although I don't think it's like the biggest issue, but in case you're like a perfectionist, that might be something to look out for. Now Jade, again, she looks like her original doll. Like, I don't even know what else to say. But she has her pigtails. Her pigtails are very cute. She has these sort of pom-poms in the front. And then I believe these are supposed to mimic, I don't think chopsticks, but they're definitely like there. Like, I don't know what they're supposed to be. Maybe they are chopsticks. We do have her icon here, which is Cool Cat. And I love Cool Cat. I think it's one of the cutest pet designs because I do love cats myself. And then she comes with a yellow blanket, which also has a yellow faux fur trim. And it's the same on both sides, unlike Sasha, who just has it all. But this is Jade. And again, like her face up looks really good. Her makeup palette looks really cute. And she has painted nails. Hers are a little bit of a deeper red and they really stand out against her skin tone. And Jade, like she just looks, she's perfect. They all look perfect. Like, okay, I'm gonna put all my babies on the table. So I guess, oh my god, I love seeing them all together. Wait, hold up. I love doing this in the videos of my reviews. I love holding all the dolls together. Like, it's so fun to have a whole collection in your hands and being like, oh. They all look so good next to each other. They all look so good. They have that fresh Bratz Babyz smell, like fresh out of the box. Stop, look and watch. Ready yet, get set. It's Bratz Babyz. Bratz Babyz are back. Who would have thought? I never ever thought that we would see Bratz Babyz back on shelves unless it was like a miracle. And guess what? It is the miracle of birth because we have these babies. And I just love seeing Bratz like expand again into this like foray. I think I spit on Chloe's hair. Sorry. But oh, they're so cute. Like it really brings out like my inner child. It's kind of like a healing moment. I really hope we get more Bratz Babyz. I honestly think the possibilities for Bratz Babyz, if they're back on the market, possibilities are endless. So here's my like babies wish list. Is I want them to do babies like all the ones that they had before with the plastic hair. Some people want the hair flare dolls back, and I'm not against it. I just think right now it's good to play it safe with the regular hard-headed babies. And nothing against the hair flare ones, but I do think the price markup would be kind of insane because that's a lot of hair to root on one head. Also, like, I kind of like prefer the babies. That's controversial. I prefer the babies with plastic hair. Like, I love the babies with real hair, but I kind of prefer the ones with plastic hair because it's very low maintenance. Like, you don't have to do the hair. Some people do prefer to do the hair, which is fine. Like, I like doing doll hair at times, but it can be a little bit stressful. Have you seen my doll hair videos? Like, I do get a little bit, I lose my mind a little bit. But just to have like something simple and like very collectible, like they're very collectible, they're affordable, 13 bucks each. They come with a decent amount of accessories at that price point. Only thing missing from the originals is the handbag, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with without the diaper bag. It would have been cute. Don't get me wrong, it would have been cute, but I'm okay without it. Like personally, like it's fine. And I don't even know. I'm looking forward to whatever the babies have to offer. I kind of hope we do like the series of each one. Like I hope we get a new series and it's like mimicking the Bratz core series lineups. Like I hope we get a Megan. I would love a Kiana. Hold up. There's a Bratz Babyz Kiana artwork and she never got produced as a Bratz Babyz because of, the whole whatever teen trends, whatever. If that was even real, sometimes I question it sometimes, but so there's a Kiana artwork that came out for the Bratz Babyz like fashion pack. And then I also had found this one, I think it was in a portfolio. I'll try to put pictures around here. But I would love to see a Bratz Babyz Kiana. And of course, I would love to see a Nevra, because we never got a Bratz Babyz Nevra. We only got a Bratz Little Angels Nevra. So a Bratz Babyz Nevra and a Kiana would be so cool. We did get a Bratz Babyz Megan, so if they reproduced her, I think that would be so cute. And then who was the fourth one in series 2? Oh, Kumi. We never got a Bratz Babyz Kumi. So that's like 3 characters that they could make completely new designs for. And I think that would be really cool. Like, it's probably a lot, but whatever. And then Bratz Babyz Dana, we can get one in like the regular package because we never did. She came with the Bratz Babyz Cribs playset, so that would be really cool if we got that. Fiona got a Bratz Babyz, so that would be another really cool one. I just had an idea. Felicia, that is the one that I have one of. Let me actually grab hers just so that you can see her. This is my unreleased Bratz Babyz Felicia. I'm gonna have to do a separate video on her one day to like really explain her whole backstory. But I kind of see it now. Like I think the faces, because the original ones I'm pretty sure had the spray method, and I think the new ones do have the stamp method, which is okay. Like the way they shine is just a little bit different. But anyways, I'm just noticing these things, like looking at them up close. But if we got a Bratz Babyz Felicia like actually released, I think that would be so cool. And of course she would come in like slightly different packaging because this one was for when the Bratz Babyz turned into bobblehead dolls, like during the hair flare era, like the plastic haired ones became this. But yeah, this is my original one. I'm pretty sure she's like one of one, and the only other people who have her have like the sample heads. And there's somebody who was trying to make customs, which was very interesting. And there is a Bratz Babyz Tiana that actually did come out during the bobblehead era. And this is her stand. It would be cool if we also got like Tiana as well, because they could just reproduce her and maybe just not give her the bobblehead. But yeah, I'm about to have a Bratz Babyz empire. Like I have so many Bratz Babyz right now. But I'm so, so happy and excited to see Bratz Babyz happening. And I was thinking, because they could also do a Bratz Babyz camera and they could reproduce him. It would be cool if they did a Bratz Babyz Dylan, because we never got Dylan as a Bratz Babyz. And they could also do a Kobe, because we never got a plastic-haired Kobe. They could do Eaton, because we never got a plastic-haired Eaton. Like, there's a lot of opportunities for growth there. They could also, like, reintroduce other characters like Leah. They could do Soraya, because those all had Bratz Babyz. Vanessa, did Vanessa get a regular? Oh, Vanessa, I don't think actually got a regular size baby, but she did get a big baby, and she got an itsy bitsy baby. They could do Sheridan. They have a lot of options here, and I think they could mix in some of the original designs with new designs, and I think it would be so cool. I would really love to see the twins come back. Phoebe and Roxy are like some of my favorite Bratz Babyz, and also Nona and Tess, of course. And if they really want to do something cool, I think that they could do Bratz Babyz Tweevils. Like, come on, I would be here for a Tweevils baby set. I feel like it shouldn't be off the table, to be honest. Like, I don't know, walk with me a little bit here, MGA. Like, what if we did this? Like, I think people would like it, even if it's like a limited quantity, because the Tweevils were a limited quantity for their 2-pack this past year. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of opportunities. I'm looking at my dolls right now, and I'm like, I think there's a lot of options there. I feel like whatever we see with the mini babies could indicate what we might get in the future, and definitely the performance of this like first wave of sorts is going to indicate whether or not we get more babies in the future. I think there's lots of room for opportunity, lots of room to grow the Bratz Babyz brand. And generally, I think they're easy to produce because it's just this. There's no real hair involved, it's just plastic. You offer them at an affordable price point, and I don't know, I have high hopes for this. Like, I think these are gonna sell well, and I definitely recommend these. Like, they look exactly like the originals. They look exactly like the originals. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god, this is like, oh, I'm like freaking out. Like, I never thought this day would come. I never thought this day would come. But that's about all I have to say about the babies. Make sure to check out my blog review at lookinbratz.com/blog. Look for the Bratz Babyz review. It will also be linked in the description of this video. To see more pictures and get more details, you can get links there on where to buy the babies. It'll all be at lookinbratz.com. And also, I just launched the Bratz 2024 Master Post, so you can get all the tea, all of the upcoming news on Bratz releases in 2024 on lookinbratz.com. That's lookinbratz.com. Hold the G. There's no G in there. And follow me on all socials at lookinbratz. Hold the G on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. And make sure to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more Bratz videos, more doll videos, more Bratz Babyz videos, because I do have some Bratz Babyz, like, things I could open in the future. Yeah, that's just about it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great day or night, whatever it is by you. And check out those things that I recommended. And yeah, Bratz Babyz, they're out. They're out now. I think they're coming to Amazon, of course. They're on lolsurprise.com. They're on bratz.com. And I'm sure they're coming to Target and Walmart in stores. Just be patient. And that's it from me. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye. Sorry.